What's up, beautiful people? This is Sindafam. Welcome to the channel. Today we have Ben Shapiro on The Media Keeps Lying About Florida's New Curriculum. Also, I'm excited to check this one out. Let's check it out.
Well, folks, the Democrats have a sort of weird conundrum. On the one hand, they say that Donald Trump is the worst thing to ever happen to humanity and a possible fascist dictator is looming. On the other hand, they really want him to get nominated. So they've been attacking Ron DeSantis for dumb reasons. The Republican Party continues to spiral. It is unclear who the nominee is going to be at this point, but it appears that Donald Trump, of course, has the upper hand. As I've said 1,000 times, you know what would be great is a campaign run against Joe Biden. That would be the best thing, is if you ran a campaign against Joe Biden. So the media have two missions here. One is to make sure that Donald Trump is the candidate, and the other is to rip down any potential other candidate. So the latest attacks from the media are, honestly, some of the most scurrilous yet with regard to Ron DeSantis. I got to say, this is just absurd. So first of all, the Republican debates are coming up. The first one is supposed to happen August 23rd, and that really is the kind of opportunity for somebody to start jumping in the polls is August 23rd. The problem is that Donald Trump has said he's not going to participate in the debates. Because why should he, as he says? Because he is the front runner. There's no point to it. And if he doesn't show up, does anyone care what all of the other sort of, all the little people in the race are? What, does it matter them fighting with each other? Like, what difference does it make? It doesn't make. So the people who qualified so far are DeSantis, Nikki Haley, Tim Scott, Vivek Ramaswamy. Chris Christie says he wants to do it as well. Former Vice President Pence might not actually make the debate stage because you have to have at least 40,000 individual donors and 1% in 3 national polls of Republican voters. He doesn't have that number of donors yet, I think is the idea. But if Trump's not on the stage, what difference does any of this make? And that's really the question. Is it Trump or is it somebody else, right? That's the big question. Everybody knows that's the big question. And so the media are trying to take out everybody else. So the biggest potential rival right now is Ron DeSantis. Everybody knows that as much as I like Vivek Ramaswamy personally, Vivek is not taking the nomination away from Trump. He's not even running against Trump. Vivek's entire nominating strategy would basically be if Donald Trump keels over, then maybe he gets the nomination. And so he's basically running a very, very Trump supportive campaign. DeSantis obviously is the one being attacked by Trump at this point, and the media are helping him out. They're doing so with lies. Their latest lie is that Ron DeSantis is sponsoring some sort of curriculum here in the state of Florida that is anti-black, which is absurd. The African-American curriculum in the state of Florida was written by a commission largely comprised of black academics. We've talked about this. There are two specific things that the left is claiming that this particular curriculum does. One, they're claiming that the curriculum talks up the benefits of slavery. Why? Because there's a phrase in the curriculum saying that some slaves used skills that they learned while they were slaves to benefit themselves after they were slaves. That is not about the wonders of slavery. That's about the resiliency and amazing entrepreneurialism of the slaves. Clearly, it is not about the wonders of slavery, you idiots and you liars, because that is one. The other one is that apparently the curriculum talks about the white on black violence that occurred during particular race riots in the United States, as well as black on white violence that also occurred in some of these race riots. Okay, well, yeah, that's a thing that happened. I mean, you can pretend it didn't happen, but it absolutely did happen. Now, does that mean that the race riots were not based on white supremacy? No. But was there violence that also occurred toward white people? Sure. I mean, it's all a lie. But the media are going to run with the lie to try and portray Ron DeSantis as a racist. This is the dumbest thing. It really is garbage. And yet you're seeing the media pick up on this. Of course. It's pretty obvious they think that Trump is the one that they can beat most easily. Here is Stephen A. Smith going after Ron DeSantis.
But the more I see stories like this, the more it alerts me to the fact that Ron DeSantis, you don't need to be governor. You don't need to be president either. The battles that he's fighting are just unconscionable. Why is the governor concerning himself with African-American studies? By the way, in the state of Florida, it's been being taught since 1994. Why are you concerning yourself with such things? And when it says here, because I want to make sure that I'm quoting it correctly, bars and structures in schools that suggest anyone is privileged or oppressed based on their race or skin color. Are you trying to deny the fact that white folks have been privileged compared to other races of people in this country? Are you kidding me? That is a fact that even white folks haven't denied.
Okay, can we stop it right there? Stephen, have been and are not the same thing. Of course, white people were privileged based on their race in 1960. Are they privileged based on their race in 2023? I don't know, Stephen A. Smith, since you have a $13 million a year salary from ESPN. $13 million a year, this dude, sitting here talking about how rough black people have it in the United States compared to white people overall in the United States. I'm sorry, this is not 1960. In fact, I'm very happy it's not 1960. Like, this is... Truly amazing. Meanwhile, Washington Post Eugene Robinson doing the exact same thing. The number of lies that people will tell in order to go after a candidate. And by the way, it shows you what the media's actual agenda, what their actual agenda is. Because if their agenda were to stop Trump, they would presumably not be elevating Trump at the expense of his opponents. But that's precisely what they're doing. This is why I don't believe them. When they say Trump is a fascist and the country's at stake and it's going to be the end of the country and all this, I don't believe you. Because if somebody is actually a true threat to the republic, you know what you do? You try to defeat them at every stage. I will give you an example of this. I think Bernie Sanders is a true threat to the United States. I think Bernie Sanders' ideology is just wrong. I thought in 2020 that Bernie Sanders would be a far more defeatable candidate by Donald Trump than Joe Biden. I wanted Joe Biden to win the primaries because I did not want Bernie Sanders to be president of the United States. Because I actually do think that Bernie Sanders is a threat to the country. The Democrats don't think that, which is why they're perfectly willing to elevate Donald Trump. So they're liars on both scores. They're liars about DeSantis and they're liars about Trump. All of this corruption, all of this ugliness makes it hard to sleep at night. But there's one way I can ensure that you get a better night's sleep, and that, of course, is to personalize your mattress. You personalize your coffee. Why not your mattress? You're spending 8 hours on your mattress every single night, so why not get it done the way you want it done with Helix Sleep? Helix has a brand new collection, Helix Elite. The Helix Elite collection includes 6 different mattress models, each tailored for specific sleep positions and firmness preferences. I've had my Helix Sleep mattress for, I don't know, at this point, 6-7 years. It is great. It is the thing keeping me alive since we have many children and a dog. Nervous about buying a mattress online? Well, you don't have to be, because they have a sleep quiz that matches your body type and sleep preferences to the perfect mattress for you. I've got firm but breathable, which is what I need. Go to helixsleep.com/Ben, take that 2-minute sleep quiz, find the perfect mattress for your body and sleep type. Your mattress will come directly to your door for free. Plus, Helix has a 10-year warranty. You get to try it out for 100 nights risk-free. They'll even pick it up for you if you don't love it, but you're going to love it. Helix has over 12,000 5-star reviews. For a limited time, Helix is offering up to 20% off all mattress orders, plus 2 free pillows for our listeners. It's their best offer yet. Hurry on over to helixsleep.com/Ben. With Helix, better sleep starts right now. In a world filled with uncertainty, it's crucial to be ready for whatever comes your way. Whether it's a natural disaster, a sudden emergency, or unforeseen circumstances, having a reliable food storage system can provide you with peace of mind and the assurance you and your loved ones will be well taken care of. Right now, My Patriot Supply is offering 25% off a 3-month food supply to help you stay prepared for anything. Go to preparewithben.com. Grab the special price before it ends. Your 3-month emergency food supply provides over 2,000 calories each day for optimal strength and energy in stressful situations. You can enjoy a wide variety of My Patriot Supply, and you can customize your supply. They offer an ultimate breakfast kit, a mega protein kit with real meat, even a gluten-free kit. The best part of each meal, it's delicious. It has a shelf life of up to 25 years. Don't wait for disaster to strike before taking action. Invest in your safety and well-being by securing your food storage today. Go to preparewithben.com. Get 25% off your 3-month emergency food supply. Go to preparewithben.com right now. That is preparewithben.com right now. Again, it's just a smart thing to do. Make sure that you have the emergency food supply in case, God forbid, something happens. You'll buy it, you'll forget about it, and then you'll remember it when you need it. Go to preparewithben.com right now. Here they are going after DeSantis again based on a lie.
My conclusion is that Vice President Harris and our editorial board are right here, because not only in that passage, but in other passages as well, the standards seem to me to be attempting to sort of contextualize American slavery in the wrong context, to normalize it, really, to kind of say, well, other people had, people at other times had slavery, and they don't, in my estimation, adequately explain the unique horror that was American chattel slavery.
I'm sorry, this is all. But again, it's about, for the Democrats, upholding Trump. They think Trump is more. Maybe they're wrong. Maybe Trump ends up getting the nomination, then crushes Biden. Maybe, or maybe Democrats are right, and they're trying to elevate Trump for a reason. Meanwhile, is Trump running against Joe Biden? Is Trump really going after Joe Biden very hard? Of course not. He's going after Ron DeSantis and Jack Smith. Those are his actual targets. So here is Donald Trump going after DeSantis.
If they don't like Ron DeSanctimonious now, they won't like him any better 6 months from now with the start of primary season. The more people get to know him, the lower his polls are going. He's now in the mid-teens and falling fast. He will soon not be number 2. Looks like it won't happen much longer. But he deserves it because he's a very disloyal person. Make America great again. Thank you very much.
I mean, again, is everything a test of loyalty to Donald Trump personally? This is what you want to run the campaign based on? So not on Joe Biden's corruption. Not on Joe Biden not being capable of doing his job. Not on his crap policies that are placing the American economy in a position of permanent stagnance and our foreign policy in a position of permanent weakness. Not on that. We want to run on personal loyalty. All right, I mean, I guess if Republicans want to do it, this is exactly what they're going to get.
I still will not understand why the idea and the talk of slavery is being twisted and turned around, and yet people still fall for it. Say some people, some black folks benefited from slavery. The idea of making blacks a victim is always still gonna being pushed in the forefront, and blacks are always gonna fall for it. But the thing is, those who are sensible, those who know the truth, will not fall for those lies that are being told. Come on, we should all agree, or we all agree and know that slavery was not a good thing. It was dehumanizing. It was practiced everywhere. It was not just black and white, or it's not all black and white. It's a general human thing that people did. That was their means of survival. But all the same, I don't understand why it is being twisted and painted to make some people feel like, oh, our own suffering. Now it's even measured that, okay, some people suffered more than some people. They're not even looking at it like, oh, this is how it is. It's now being like, oh, some blacks suffered more than some blacks. It shouldn't be that way. But all the same, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment down below, what your thoughts are, especially regarding the US election and everything, and what Ben just spoke here in the video. I would also love to learn from you another contribution, another useful information you think might be really helpful. And until next time, see you in the next video.